Welcome to Road to Platinum, the time attack video guide for Initial D Arcade Stage 8. This video will cover one way to platinum Myogi Downhill. Myogi is one of the courses that features heavier steering mechanics, similar to Lake Akina and Tsukuba. Coupled with the numerous hairpins, this makes Myogi a great map for footwork and wheelwork practice. Myogi is the third course in the game and the first non-circuit style course. Section 1 features 3 straight hairpins, Section 2 features 2 wide hairpins, Section 3 features 3 consecutive hairpins that end with a hard right, and finally Section 4 features 2 hard hairpins. The Specialist cutoff time is 2 minutes and 32 seconds, while the Platinum cutoff time is 2 minutes and 42 seconds. The course car for the downhill route is the Celica GT4 ST205. Platinum rank can be achieved with any car, given its at least X spec, although Prius drivers might find it a bit more difficult. For this run, I will be using a Honda S2000 AP1, a 6-speed manual. Similar techniques apply to a 5-speed as well as manual and automatic transmission. Myogi starts with a short straightaway, gradual right, and hard left. Shift up to 5th gear before the first turn. 6-speed users do the same and shift up to 6th before the second turn. Don't worry too much about staying in the inside lane, concentrate more on not hitting the walls. Gas off to correct your line if necessary. Next comes the first series of hairpins. Here I feint outward when the outer wall widens, brake cancel 5 times with a final gas tap, lock the wheel to the right, and gas off at the apex. I clear the hairpin and gas on as I exit. Here is the first hairpin at full speed. The next hairpins follow with a similar technique. Here I feint outward at the start of the banners, brake cancel 4 times with the gas tap, lock the wheel to the left, and gas off. Last hairpin. At the end of the banners, feint and brake cancel, lock right, gas off, gas on. If you have trouble with the first hairpins, try braking a bit to enter the hairpin at a slightly slower speed, or lightly tap the brake pedal a few times through the hairpin to corner faster. 6-speed users could also shift down to 5th gear. Gas off to clear the incoming hard right. The next hump segment can be difficult to anticipate. Keep in mind that it's straight, left, straight. Now comes the 2 wider corners. For the first, I brake cancel 4 times, turn right, and gas off. Note that I do not lock the wheel. The same goes for the second, feint at the end of the banners, brake cancel 4 times, turn left, and gas off. The hard right before the circle segment can be taken simply by gassing off. Tap the brake if you need to. As you exit, set yourself up for the constant circular turn. Try to align yourself so that you just need to hold the wheel in position. The exit out of the circle is a hard right. Here I miscalculate and turn too late, which requires me to brake to correct my line. Ideally, this should be taken simply by gassing off. The 3 consecutive hairpins are the hardest part of Myogi in my opinion. Here I shift down to 5, brake cancel 5 times, and lock the wheel to the left. I don't turn sharp enough and hit the wall on the right. I shift down to 3 to correct, brake cancel 3 times for the second hairpin, shift up to 4, and brake cancel 5 times for the last hairpin. What I should have done was shift down to 4 before the first hairpin to set myself up for the segment. 5-speed users can do the same. The rest of the hairpins can be taken with 4 or so brake cancels. Similar to the consecutive hairpins on Usui, begin brake canceling before the inflection point for each hairpin. Do your best to control the drift with the wheel and maintain a good line. After the 3 hairpins is a hard right. I brake cancel 5 times and control the drift with the wheel. Here's that full section again at full speed. Section 3 ends with a winding segment and a hard left. Cut down the center of the winding segment and clear the left corner by gassing off and turning hard. Now on to Section 4. Gas off on the hard left and try to keep gas on for the gradual winding segment. Here come the 2 final hairpins. At the start of the banners, I shift down to 5, fate and brake cancel 5 times with the gas tab, gas off at the apex, gas on as I exit, and shift back up to 6. I repeat the same technique for the final hairpin. Shift down, feint outward, brake cancel 5 times with the gas tab, gas off, gas on, and shift up. I recommend doing this for 6-speed users. For 5-speed users, I would still shift down to 4. Although you'll take it a bit slower, you'll have the advantage of easier wheel work. Myogi ends with a hard left and hard right. Gas off if necessary to maintain your line. And that's all there is to it. With the mistakes I made on this run, I finished about 2.5 seconds under the platinum cutoff, so there is definitely some wiggle room for mistakes. Again, this is by no means the best or fastest method, but consider using this as a starting point when aiming for platinum rank. Experiment with your technique and discover what works best for you.